Hi, it's me. Well, I've trapped myself into a corner. I just painted my nails. Every single one. Ugh. All of them. See, I have this issue, this problem, and it's so irritating, and it might have something to do with my ADHD. I don't know. But I tend to start painting my nails and paint about one, sometimes two, and then I get distracted. And then I go sometimes days with just one or two nails painted poorly. And I hate it when I do that, because I don't like exposed I don't like when my fingernails are exposed, because it just kind of shows how much of a slob I am. Because the undersides of my fingernails are always pretty gross and dirty. And I like to just say, hey, I'm a tomboy. I'm allowed to have dirty fingernails, but I still don't really like to go around looking like that, like I've been digging in the dirt. I don't really know how they get that dirty, and I do wash my hands, I promise, but so yeah, I'm chilling here, and I can't do anything until they dry. So why not make a video, right? I guess this is an update video. Oh no. Just stay still. Just stay still. Okay. This is just an update video, I guess. I'm coming out of another slump. Okay. Which I feel really crappy about. I'm just gonna be honest. I feel really disappointed in myself because you know, such a humongous burden has been lifted from me, and I feel so selfish, even having a negative thought. And I recognize that, and I will not allow myself to become that selfish, negative person who just nothing is ever good enough, you know, and is always miserable no matter what. But then on the other hand, I guess I just have to take into consideration the fact that you know, there some things, just with everything that happened, my brain is still kind of, I don't want to say sick, but it's recovering, and it's still weak, and my heart is weak, and I guess I just need to not beat up on myself too much for that weakness. I don't like being weak. No one likes to be weak. But you know, I don't know, and we're all our harshest critics a lot of times. But I just, you know, it's just the way that I feel. I feel discouraged because I want to keep up my positivity, and I want to keep moving and doing and creating. And what I guess kind of what just happened was I got sort of so obsessed with, like, you know, creating and how exciting this is and da 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 da. And I've been getting really into learning tarot readings, or learning to read tarot cards. And you know, I guess I have the tendency to just get very focused on one thing, and I kind of got sort of obsessively focused on that one thing, and then I don't know, I hit a slump, and it was mostly just physical. I just didn't feel very good, and you know, another thing I'm starting to realize is that the amount of medication that I'm on for, you know, my psychological issues it's scary, and it's not, you know, the meds that I'm on right now are not meds that I can just say, alright, whatever, I'm done with them, I'm gonna drop them. One of them in particular is like, to wean off of it is gonna be a very, very long, drawn-out process, and long, drawn-out processes are just, I'm so tired of long, drawn-out processes, and those of you who know me know exactly what I mean. I am just so over long, drawn-out processes, and, you know, it's been told to me that I'm, you know, I spoke actually a long time ago, months and months and months ago. I spoke with someone on the phone about this. How do I get off of these meds when I feel that I'm ready for it? And the lady told me, I actually called a rehab place just to get some information. And the lady told me that while they don't do rehab for some of the things that I'm on, there is one of the pills or the meds that I'm on, which is an anti-anxiety called clonazepam. That's a benzo, and it can be kind of actually pretty risky to get off of, and a lot of people do it too fast or do it wrong, and I always remember too something that I read that just kind of haunts me to this day, that, you know, benzo withdrawal has a really high rate of suicide. You know, there have been a lot of people who have tried, you know, who have come off of benzos and have killed themselves, because it's not just the physical withdrawal feelings, which, I mean, those alone are horrible, but it's also just what it does to your mind, and, you know, that's the really unfortunate part, is it's like, you know, I feel like I wouldn't have made it through my ordeal if I didn't have these medications to save me, you know, when I say save me, I mean save me from killing myself. You know, there were times, man, and I wasn't on YouTube, I wasn't doing anything, I wasn't talking to people, I was alone, you know, for some of this, and there were times that was really a serious thing that I thought about. I let this go out. And, you know, with just the intensity of waking up every morning crying and screaming because of some dream that I can't even remember what it freaking was, and then I start remembering, and then there's more crying, and just I can't get on with my day, you know, and just those things are why I take these medicines, and why I feel and have felt that I need to take them. Do I still need them? Well, I'll just say one thing about that, is that I got, because fault right here on being not reading the fine print on paperwork, and being kind of lazy about getting my health insurance form sent on time so that my insurance would get reinstated, because they do that yearly review kind of a thing. Well, I totally did it way too late, and it got cut off, and it's been cut off for a couple of days now, or since the 1st of October. Well, what do you know, I was due for a refill on one of the ones that has a really bad withdrawal on the 1st, and, you know, I was thinking, alright, I'm going to be positive about this, and just kind of, you know, be calm, not freak out, you know, just, you know, the universe will work everything out for me. And today I woke up, and it's been 5 days, and I've just been getting sicker and sicker, and this morning I woke up wanting, I don't even want to say it, but my mental state this morning was repugnant. It was not me. It was not what I ever want to be. It was bad, really bad. I spent the morning just screaming and vomiting and just really, just having very distorted thoughts, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be here, I just don't want to go through this, I just can't face any of this, and all I could think about was what I was going through physically, and then emotionally, it just distorts your everything, so, yeah, and I had to eventually, my dad, kind of stepped in and just sort of, he knew what was going on, and he wasn't too happy with me because I had let that insurance thing happen, He's pretty harsh on me when I'm lazy and I let something slide, and then there's consequences later, but he ended up being a saint and just, asking me how much is it, and the medication, it came out to be $144. My parents have done so much for me already, and I feel so bad about that. But the thing is that it was kind of like, I accepted it, and I normally would not accept it. I normally would say, Dad, it's okay, I'm gonna go another day, perhaps. But it's the weekend, and even though the insurance place has been telling me for a couple days now, 24 to 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours, and you'll be good to go. But they've been telling me that for days, and it's the weekend. And I woke up today and I was like, I can't do any more days. I can't. And any more days. And, so yeah. It was really either, have someone pull through and get me my meds, even though they're ridiculously expensive, or go to the emergency room uninsured, which, what's going to end up being more expensive. But anyway, my dad got me my meds, and so I'm back to feeling like a human being again. But, honestly, that experience really scared me, because it made me realize how dependent I am on these things, and, I'm not ready to go through what I went through, what I've been going through the last few days, with this withdrawal from these, medicines that, I'm just gonna remind you, they're prescribed to me by doctors, and, I don't know, it was kind of scary, it's discouraging to think that, my life is kind of controlled by them, and I know that I could get off of them, and once the withdrawal would be finally done, I know that I would be okay, and I would be probably better off, but that withdrawal process from all these meds is going to really, I'm serious, be a very long thing, and right now, at this point in my life, I'm trying to use this opportunity. I have such an opportunity right now, because, the truth has finally come out about my situation, and I need to act. I need to act. I did get to do an interview that's gonna go on the radio. Hopefully I can get a transcript or maybe a tape or something of it, because it's a local radio station, and I don't actually know yet the date and time that they're gonna run it, but that was interesting. I hope that it comes out well and everything, but, so that's what's been going on with me, and, I apologize to my friends that I have not been very totally responsive to. It's just, and I just ask, if you're watching this and you're one of those friends and you're feeling like I'm blowing you off or like I'm not being a good friend, I just ask that you know, for your continued patience with me, because, it's like things are happening now, and everybody who knows me knows how horrible I am with juggling tasks, and how I tend to let things go and then have horrible consequences later on because I didn't take care of something in time. But, thank you for being my friend and being supportive, and yeah. So I guess that's what I have to say for now, and it feels like my nails are about dry enough, at least. It's funny, when you can't move your hands, you look around and you see all these messes that have been here for like days, weeks. I'm just like, I really need to clean. So I'm gonna clean up a little. But anyway, toodaloo. Namaste.